Okay, so I just got off work, and as you can see, the back of the car is all empty. We are going to pick up the block from the machine shop. Super excited. It's a pretty short drive, like 20 minutes or so. So let's go pick this up, and I'll pick you guys up when we get there.
And it goes a little something like
telling me they got a high performance version of this little thing, huh? Turbo? How much power does it make?
It's 160 foot-pounds of torque and like 145 horsepower.
A 4-cylinder.
Yeah, I only got it for commuting. I got a BRZ car.
But it's got to be a lot better than just a regular Sonic, right?
Yeah, it's got better suspension and stuff like that. Better, oh yeah, so...
Yeah, there's the smooth glass. How is it on fuel?
I average about 38 miles per gallon.
Holy crap. And it looks like it's got plenty of room to haul stuff.
Yeah, I mean for what I'm hauling.
Thank you, and you take care.
Yeah, you too, thank you. So as you can see, we got the block back and we got the cylinder heads back, along with all the parts that I left with them. Super excited. They look amazing. Let's bring you guys in close, show you what they did, and tell you about the next steps. So as you can see here, I have one of the cylinder heads. I believe this is the driver's side, not that it makes a difference. But what they did was they disassembled the head. Obviously you can see they resurfaced it. It is perfectly flat here. What they also did when they disassembled it and were putting it all back together, they double checked the spring rates, since I do have aftermarket springs in here, which I can show you real quick. These are the Brian Tooley Racing springs. So as you can see here, these are the aftermarket springs that I have. They're dual springs, but they double checked the spring rate of these with the lift, max, minimum, and matched it to the cam, which I left with them. And I'm proud to say that it all matched up. So that's super good, super exciting. That means that what I got is gonna work for what I want to do. But look how smooth that is. Very nice, very clean, very happy. So that's pretty much everything that I had done on the heads. The main thing that I brought this block to the machine shop for was, of course, the block. The pistons wouldn't fit. I sent the wrong ones. So I decided to make the block fit the pistons rather than make the pistons fit the block. Let's get her unwrapped and see the work. So as you can see, the block got decked because it is perfectly smooth. But the big thing is in here with the pistons, or the cylinders I should say. Each one got overboard, kind of more of a hone than an overboard. 10 thou or 10,000ths of an inch above factory. Factory was 3.898 inches. So that means that this is going to be 3.908. Just barely bigger, but big enough to fit the pistons. So that is huge. The other thing that they did is they line bored the cam slot and put all new bearings in there. So this is about as straight as you can get. So this is all fine and dandy. We may have a perfectly flat finish and some perfectly sized cylinders. However, there is an issue. Whenever you take your engine to a machine shop, you gotta check, and they told me to. It is dirty. There's, yeah, you can see all those metal chips up there. She's dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Same thing when you come to look at the cam bearings. You can see little flecks of metal and stuff in there. You can see little chunks from the whole machining process. Little chunks of aluminum here and there. So nothing major. It is to be expected. So like I said, it is to be expected. So the next step before anything else, before I wrap it up or before I start us reassembling it, is to clean everything out. Now what I'm going to do is lots of brake clean. I'm going to fire up the compressor, use a lot of brake clean, a lot of air, not a lot of scrubbing. Because these are big metal chunks, you don't want to scrub or rub. No dubbing either, because you don't want to scratch the nice fresh surface on the cylinder, on the deck, or in the cylinder walls. So like I said, a lot of brake clean, a lot of compressed air, and then we're going to re-oil everything. For now, let's get that done. So I got most of the metal out. I'll be able to get a little bit more out once I take the main caps off and whatnot, but for now, that's all that I got to do. So like I said, I'm gonna go through with some WD-40, spray everything down, all the important bits, to prevent any rust, corrosion, and anything getting at it that shouldn't be there. So, nice and liberal with it all. I don't know about you guys, but the smell of WD-40, boy, does that remind me of my dad. It's such a sweet, sweet smell. So, now that everything's all oiled and lubed back up, and I'm done with it for today, I have a fresh, brand new plastic bag here. Alright, now that that's done, that completes a huge step. I wasn't planning ever on really sending the block or anything to the machine shop. I thought about it, but everything was looking really good. However, now that I have, really excited because the cylinder walls look way nicer. I'm much happier with the finish on the heads, the deck, or the block, everything. Much, much happier. And now that I have everything back, I now have all the parts minus a couple of gaskets to put the block back together. I can now start gapping the rings for the pistons to get the whole lower end, the rotating assembly, all bolted back together. I'm super excited, way, way happier now that this is all done. If you guys stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. If you liked what you saw, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.